My name's Barbie the Welder and I'm a full-time metal sculptor. Today I'm going to share with you a project right on my book, How to Weld Silverware Animals. Today we are going to create an octopus. The tools you're going to need for this project are a cutoff wheel, hammer, chisel. You need a wire brush for cleaning any weld discoloration. I use a white paint pen. It allows me to mark where I'm going to cut my silverware. And I always use a pair of Welders. I'm MIG Welding. You can use MIG or TIG for this project. Welders are a fantastic tool for welding. For me, it's a must-have. Also remember, for doing any cutting or welding, always wear your safety gear. I wear glasses. Also wear a face shield over my glasses and always hearing protection. And before I start, we're going to tie my hair back a little bit. Safety is no accident. To start off with, we're going to need 2 spoons, 2 forks, and 2 somethings for eyes. And I just use these little bolts here that I'm going to weld on. You can use nuts or you can use little ball bearings, whatever you find that would look good for octopus eyes. The first step is to mark each spoon and fork at the base of the spoon bowl and the base of the fork. Next, clamp your 2 spoons and your 2 forks and cut them at the spot where you marked them. Now that we have our pieces cut, you're going to want to shape and deburr these with a grinder to smooth this out and round it out and make it look like nothing ever happened. Now that we have our 2 spoon bowl and 2 fork tine sections cut and ground smooth, it's time to weld. Hold your 2 fork tine sections together, back to back, and we're going to put a small tack weld right here. And we're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side, and then we can put a couple of tacks right down the spine of that where the 2 meet. Now take your wire brush and just clean up that weld discoloration on the end of that. If there's any weld spatter, take your hammer and chisel and clean that up as well. Clamp your fork tines in your vise upside down, and you're going to take your chisel and you're going to use that and you're going to pry these tines apart. Now that you have them pried apart, you're going to take needle nose pliers or a pair of Welpers like I got here. And you're just going to take and you're going to curl these ends around. One at a time. Next, take one of the spoon bowls and mark the 2 spots where you want to put the eyes. Now hold and tack weld your eyes on. Take your wire brush and clean any weld discoloration. Hold the 2 spoon bowl pieces together like this back to back, and we're gonna hold it on our bench and do one small tack weld on either side of the top of the head, making sure that you leave a small gap in the bottom, because we're gonna put the legs up into that next. Take your wire brush and clean any weld discoloration from those 2 tack welds. Simply take your body and your legs, and where it's open on the bottom, take and put your legs into the body. If the body closed up while you were tack welding it, take your chisel and you just easily put it in there and pry it open just a little bit. The 2 welds on top are small tack welds, and it'll allow you to open that up and give you some flexibility. So you're gonna put that in there like that. Once you have your body and your head positioned how you want, you're simply gonna take and put a small tack weld on either side where the legs meet the back of the body. Once you have your octopus welded, you can take and you can adjust the legs by bending them up or down with your needle nose pliers. Now that you're done welding, take your hammer and chisel and chip off any weld spatter and your wire brush and use that to clean any weld discoloration. When I'm finished, I use a Rust-Oleum clear coat. It gives it a really great patina. If you love this project, please check out my book, How to Weld Silverware Animals. I put a link down in the bio for you. There are 30 projects just like this that share with you step by step how to make this creature and 29 others from land, sea, and air. I really enjoyed sharing this project with you. I hope y'all enjoy it just as much as I did. Please join me for my next video. Who knows what it's going to be, but stay tuned and you can find out. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss out. Happy welding, y'all.